And the only way in which you can glue, as the law currently stands, apart from common hold, that you can glue the owners of the flats together is actually by keeping those flat leases. It allows those covenants to be enforced. And so it's something to bear in mind that the leases will remain. The tenants, the flat owners will therefore be liable under the terms of their leases. And it's also worth pointing not just that out to the flat owners when you start, but also pointing out that the nominee purchaser steps into the shoes of the freeholder and will now be the direct landlord of the flat owners and will have its responsibilities as landlord under the terms of the leases and its responsibilities under statute, particularly, for example, in relation to service charges. So the landlord then serves the counter notice and might request title information, might request access, probably will. Then you're going to agree terms, and then you're going to enter into the contract or the transfer straight across of the freehold. You don't have to have an agreement to transfer. You can simply transfer straight across. There's a strict timetable. And if there's a breach of the timetable, from the tenant's perspective, and we'll go through timetable in a bit more detail in a moment, or as we go through rather, there's a deemed withdrawal and a 12-month ban on serving a fresh notice. And there is cost liability because once you serve your notice, you start the timetable, you start your liability for costs, and the date of service of the notice is the valuation date. So what should the landlord do in the notice? It must admit or reject the claim. And it can't just say, these are my alternative proposals for the terms on which you're going to enfranchise. Berman and Mount Cook says, no, the tenants must be told, we think you are eligible, we think you're not eligible. If you're going to oppose on redevelopment, this is your time to do it. It's very hard to do that, to oppose on redevelopment, so I'm not going to deal with that. You either accept the proposals as to the terms and the premium, or you put a counter proposal forward. Your counter proposal does not need to be realistic. And if the property is within an estate management scheme area, you must say that. If it's not, it doesn't matter. You don't say it's not within an estate management scheme area.